I tested positive.
Again, these are things that I have told you from the beginning.
Okay, so this was in my AP Lang class, and my teacher is reprimanding us because the average grade was like in the 70s, and she was basically saying how we have to like practice to get better, like XYZ. I don't know, but I'm not gonna say anything else if you know what I mean.
Because the last thing that I want you to do is go into that test feeling overinflated about how you are going to do.
Anyways, moral of the story, I literally woke up like a few minutes before and I log on to her class like as soon as I wake up because she will literally mark you absent if you are like 12 seconds late. Like if I showed up at like 9 o'clock and like 20 seconds, I would be marked late. So, yeah.
Watch the
Yeah, you know, whenever
icon on the screen.
yeah, like, you know, whenever it like it's like turning into a paragraph, I just love that.
Okay, let's do little purpose statements on our own because I feel like we all have different ones. It's gonna take too long to make them all together.
So for reference, we were talking about a precis that we had to write, and we were like trying to make it good. So we were trying to figure out how much time we needed to like finish. So we were trying to decide how we were gonna do it. You could also
literally every single time.
you could do 4 first, and then that way if we don't finish, it's okay. So we don't have to like do extra work. So this was the precis that me and my group wrote together. Sorry, Michael, he did most of the work because we went off on a tangent, and then this is what we have to do now. So, yeah. Okay, so this is a time lapse of me writing like the prompt that she had down. It was basically like comparing what we thought to like what the prompt kind of was, so if that makes sense.
My engagement, I designed a survival strategy. I needed to be prepared for what they fear to be alone.
So she showed us this TED Talk, and then we had to like answer a bunch of questions about like organization and stuff. So that's what I was doing in here. So my class ended. My teacher was like, by the way, the district's gonna make you put your cameras on. Bye! Next semester, so that's fun. I'm gonna look at my SAT score now. Yeah, I'm stressed to say the least. Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. Oh my god! Y'all, that is the highest I've ever gotten on any practice test I've ever taken, any SAT test I've ever taken. I'm sorry to leave you hanging like that, but I know my parents wouldn't want me saying my SAT score, but... Okay, so next, instead of going to second period, I was actually going to the doctor's. This was me in the car wearing my mask because I could literally possibly have the illness that I can not talk about, which would suck so much. So yeah, it was a lot of waiting and stuff, waiting outside on the chair because I didn't want to be like confined to a room, if that made sense. But yeah, I was wearing my mask and everything. It was a lot of waiting. I was by myself, that's why I did that, but yeah, that's what the inside of the room looked like. It really freaked me out when they were telling me because that's really scary if you walk into that kind of a room. Again, so I was waiting in like this doctor's office, which it wasn't a normal doctor's office. I think that's the only room they had open because literally every single person there was getting a COVID test. This was me walking back to my car. I will explain my results later in the video. It just kind of didn't make sense in this clip. I know, weird.
Think about, what I talked to you guys about. You can go back and look at the PowerPoint from last class. You can glance at that. But then once you're done with that, be working on writing that thesis. I'm going to keep the Zoom up. I'm going to mute my camera. So if you have questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Let's see.
Okay, so this teacher is super duper nice, and we have an assignment to do that I still haven't done when I'm editing this video, so I should probably do it. But there's literally these like 3 to 5 kids that constantly ask the same questions, and let me tell you, you're annoying. If you do that, stop it. You know, it's one thing to ask like a few questions, but when you ask like 5, 6 questions, it's like, just listen to what he says. It's actually insane. It drives me insane. Oh my gosh, so much.
We jot down some of that contextualization that is provided. That's why I gave you the one longer video that was all about Lincoln's presidency, because there's a good amount of contextualization in that. So yeah, and that's it. Once we're done with that, once you finish that, you're good to go. Okay?
Okay, so I know I haven't addressed something in the video, and I'll address it later, but I ordered on the Favor app because obviously I can't like leave the house, and I got Starbucks. So let's go have that Starbucks. It's like obviously my favorite thing of the day. Yes, I'm filming this on my phone. I should have filmed this on my camera, but I don't think you guys care. And as usual, pink drinks are literally amazing. I did not go through the drive-thru. I had this delivered. Just want to say that again. I did not go through the drive-thru and did not have contact.
Okay, so this is a really weird part of the video to film. You guys probably saw that earlier. I went to the doctor's, and what I don't know if I said it earlier, but I went to get a COVID test. And I'm only saying this because my parents don't care if I tell anyone, so whatever, I'm just gonna say it. I tested positive for COVID, and I pretty much 99% knew that I was gonna test positive. My parents were both exposed to we're exposed to the illness that I can't say because YouTube will demonetize me. So they were exposed to that illness. And so I took a test and it was positive. The only symptom that I've had was coughing, which I'm glad, well, I'm not glad, but I'm glad that we knew about it, because if not, I would have like been going out and still been doing things, and it could have hurt someone else. So I think I don't want to say I'm asymptomatic, but I think I definitely have like a mild case, hopefully, and I'm absolutely gonna be self-isolating and quarantining. Really wrestled with saying this in the video. Also, I know it's not because I was doing like a bunch of crazy things. It was probably because of like one of my parents' jobs, because they have to like be around a lot of people for like one of my parents' jobs specifically. It sucks, but yeah, I hope none of y'all have ever had or have ever had that illness or will get it. This is kind of a weird part to film, but I did want to put that in the video just because otherwise I was being very vague about why I was going to the doctor. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know, and I'll probably make more videos about like updating you on how I'm doing.
Okay, so I pretty much started my push notes. Well, not started, I was finishing it up. I'm not going to finish. You'll see me finish later on in the video. But these notes took so long. They were so many pages. I think they were over 20 pages. But my pink highlighter is really cute, so that's a plus.
So then you do your arithmetic sum. So we have 40 terms total divided by 2 times a sub 1 is 43 plus 160 is your fourth row.
So I had tutoring today because I had something for pre-cal that I had to do. So I was getting tutored on series and sequences, arithmetic and geometric. I know you're like, oh, that's probably easy. It was not. I did not appreciate this unit.
Okay, find the sum of the first 22 terms of the geometric sequence. So we want 8 is your first term.
Okay, so I did shorten the clip down, but I was basically figuring out how to do the problem. I don't know why I hate this unit so much. I think it's just annoying because it's not easy to solve. Okay, so it is currently 7:10, so I'm going to work on this section of notes until they're done. So hopefully until like 7:35, 7:45. And then I'm going to be making my famous beef stew. It's not famous, it's a recipe online, but my parents really like it. So, okay, so this is me finishing doing my push notes. Again, I don't know why this specific section took so long. This is chapter 13 of push. It's about the election between Lincoln and Douglas, I believe. I can't even remember at this point. My brain is like mush. It's so early in the morning. Hashtag don't edit at 2 a.m. But whatever. But yeah, at least I finished it. Okay, so this is what it looks like completed. You guys can see the highlighter I used. It's such a pretty pink color. Oh my gosh, I love it. These Crayola erasable highlighters are amazing. Highly recommend. Okay, you guys can see my cantaloupe. I literally have not been doing anything. Oh, it's Friday night. It's okay. So it's 11:52, and I think I had like some French due today at midnight, like classwork we were supposed to do, but I didn't do it, so I should probably do it right now. And then that's like all the homework I want to do.
I should do more, but I don't really want to. So we'll see. Okay, so remember the French homework that I told you that I have to do? Well, I didn't do it, so let me show you the work that I have to do that I'm probably not gonna do. In my defense, the break has literally started and I literally have the illness that I cannot name, so that's my excuse. Okay, so I have this assignment from APUSH that I haven't done. Oh no, and it's late. So I just realized that. Wow, that sucks. Okay. And then I have notes to do, and then I have a Flipgrid to do, and then I have SAT practice to do, and then I have slides for French, and then that's the same thing. I should actually probably work on this because now I'm stressed about it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Sorry this video is like kind of all over the place. It was super random. Anyways, bye.